Have you ever wondered if one small act of kindness could change a life forever? What if the person you helped was someone powerful beyond your imagination? Today's story is about a billionaire who disguised himself as a poor man, searching for something money could never buy, and a single mother whose kindness changed his life forever. Before we begin, if you enjoy heartwarming stories that inspire hope and kindness, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Kindness Legacy, and leave a comment sharing your thoughts. Your support helps us spread more stories that remind the world how powerful kindness can be. It was a cold autumn morning in Chicago when Ethan Carter, one of the wealthiest businessmen in America, stepped out of a luxury car wearing old, worn-out clothes. For years, Ethan had built a business empire worth billions of dollars. He owned companies, private jets, and mansions, but despite all his success, something was missing. Everywhere he went, people treated him differently because of his wealth. He often wondered if genuine kindness still existed in the world. Determined to find out, Ethan decided to spend a few days disguised as a poor homeless man. He wanted to see how people would treat someone who appeared to have nothing. As he walked through the busy streets, he quickly discovered an uncomfortable truth. Most people ignored him. Some avoided eye contact. Others walked around him as if he were invisible. A few even looked at him with disgust. By late afternoon, Ethan felt tired, hungry, and disappointed. Just as he was about to give up and return home, he sat down near a small grocery store. His stomach growled with hunger. Across the street, a woman named Sarah was leaving the store with her young son, Noah. Sarah was a single mother working 2 jobs to make ends meet. Life had never been easy for her. Bills piled up every month, and she constantly worried about providing for her son. Yet despite her struggles, Sarah had a warm heart. As she walked past Ethan, Noah tugged on her sleeve. "Mom, that man looks hungry," he said softly. Sarah looked at Ethan and noticed the exhaustion in his eyes. Without hesitation, she walked over and smiled. "Excuse me, sir," she said gently. "Would you like something to eat?" Ethan was surprised. All day, nobody had shown him even the smallest amount of kindness. He nodded quietly. Sarah opened one of her grocery bags and handed him a sandwich, a bottle of water, and an apple. "It's not much," she said, "but everyone deserves a meal." Ethan thanked her, deeply moved. As Sarah turned to leave, he asked why she would help a stranger when she clearly didn't have much herself. Sarah smiled and replied, "Because I know what it feels like to struggle. And kindness costs nothing." Those simple words stayed with Ethan long after she walked away. Curious, he followed from a distance over the next few days. What he saw amazed him. Sarah helped elderly neighbors carry groceries. She volunteered at a local food pantry whenever she could. She comforted people who were having difficult days. She gave kindness freely, expecting nothing in return. Yet Sarah herself faced constant challenges. One evening, Ethan learned that she was behind on rent and worried she might lose her apartment. Despite her hardships, she never stopped helping others. For the first time in years, Ethan felt inspired. He realized that Sarah possessed something he had been searching for his entire life, a genuinely generous heart. A week later, Ethan decided it was time to reveal the truth. He invited Sarah to a community event under the pretense of honoring local volunteers. When Sarah arrived, she was shocked to see cameras, reporters, and community leaders gathered together. Then Ethan walked onto the stage, dressed in an elegant suit. Sarah immediately recognized his eyes. "You're the man from outside the grocery store," she whispered. Ethan smiled. "Yes," he said. "But I'm also Ethan Carter." The audience gasped. Ethan then shared the story of how Sarah had helped him when everyone else had ignored him. He spoke about her compassion, her generosity, and her willingness to help a stranger despite her own struggles. "Sarah reminded me that true wealth isn't measured by money," Ethan said. "It's measured by the kindness we show others." Then came the surprise. Ethan announced that he had paid off Sarah's debts, purchased a home for her and Noah, and created a community fund in her name to support struggling families. Tears filled Sarah's eyes as the crowd erupted into applause. But what happened next surprised everyone. Sarah asked that part of the money be used to help other single parents facing hardship. Even after receiving life-changing support, her first thought was helping others. Ethan was deeply touched. That moment changed him forever. Inspired by Sarah's example, he dedicated a large portion of his fortune to charitable projects across the country. He funded shelters, food programs, and educational opportunities for families in need. Years later, Ethan often said that the most valuable lesson of his life came not from a business meeting or financial success, but from a single mother who shared a sandwich with a stranger. Sarah's kindness created a ripple effect that touched thousands of lives. And it all began with one simple decision to care. Remember, you never know what someone is going through or how much your kindness might mean to them. A smile, a helping hand, or a few encouraging words can change a life in ways you may never see. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone you care about, and remember, kindness is a gift that grows every time it is given. Let's continue building a world where compassion leads the way, one small act of kindness at a time.